So a Toeflip is basically a very opaque flip, except you don't really pop it. Like, it's almost like a pressure flip, a little bit different though. So when you're setting up for it, the front foot is just going to be flat on the bolts. You know, nothing really, doesn't do anything. And your back foot is going to be like right here, like right below this bolt right here, except a little bit more to the side. So it's going to be right there, and you're going to be rolling, and all you're going to do is you're going to push down right here as hard as you can, and it should pivot and flip like that. I've heard people say that the best way to learn it is to stand by it and just, you know, do it with one foot, but I couldn't really do that when I was first learning them. I don't know why. Some people find that easier. You can try that out. But when I was learning them, I just, you know, got on my board, started rolling, and then pushed it as hard as I could. And then I would jump as high as I can. And then hope that the board would come around all the way. So, you know, that's just how I learned it. But if you find it easier to stand by it and push it down, that's one way to learn the flip. So, some problems that you might have with these is you might just be doing like a shove it instead of like, or a pop shove it, and what your problem is that you're putting your foot too much on the tail so that it doesn't get any pressure in. You're just, you know, throwing it like that. So you want to make sure you put it like right here and like force it under itself. Well, you're pushing it's back, it's not around. So also one thing you might do is you might, you know, get the perfect rotation, and then it will land behind you and you'll be like up here instead of right here. And the problem with that is you don't have a centered stance, so you're like leaning forward or leaning down, and you're not just, it's kind of like a heel flip, you know. If you're not directly just like squatting down, you'll just land in front of it. So I think that you really have to focus on like the way, the trick's more in the way you're standing and your foot placement than it's anything else. So you really just have to like kind of go for it. It's not one of those things that you can take it piece by piece. You're rolling, shove it under, and then jump up as high as you can. And I mean, you can get hurt kind of bad doing it, but it's worth just going for it, because your chances of landing in rail or slipping out aren't that great. So just watch some of the ones that I do and look at some other videos, and you'll get them in no time.